Hello. Right. Sorry, I was just looking something up. Garnish with lime. I'm not going to garnish with lime. Lime's too expensive. Sorry, talking to myself. That's unusual for me, isn't it? Charlie, what the fuck? What are we fucking about? And hello, Heine. How are you? All right, I'm going to make a quick video, not least to have a cocktail to drink. I'm fucking weird and disoriented, having a mild reaction to the flu and COVID vaccines I had yesterday. Both my arms fucking hurt. The injection sites are warm, and I've just been feeling tired and all day. You were writing an intro, and you were expecting me to say what you were writing. Nice. Hello, Madam Butterfly. Oh, that's okay, Heine. They're just there. Hopefully you get to watch them at some point. I'm liking Movie of the Week as a feature now, actually. We'll get a podcast out of this yet. Because that's what the world needs. More white guys talking about films. And having a bit of fun while they do it. Okay. I'm going to do this. Okay, I need to torch this ice to get rid of the frost on it. Or do I just need to touch it, really? So I've been letting it temper for a few minutes. Yeah, I don't need to torch it. It's fine. What are you all panicking about? It's fine. Stop panicking. Right, I'm going to do an orange peel garnish. Damn. Okay, these fuckers are hard to peel. All right. Maybe I'm going to trim this a little bit. Let's see. I'm going to be perfectionist. Nice. Well, it was a good episode. I love all the trouble you go to with the editing. I have to provide you good base content. Trimming my orange peel. Even a bit, not completely. That'll be fine. There's too much pith on that. Oh dear. Taking the pith. Oh dear. So I'm going to take a pith. I always have the song Keith stuck in my head lately. A bunch of white guys talking about movies is better than a bunch of white guys commentating on politics and spreading a divide. Yeah, our content, comparatively wholesome. Very good point, Charlie. Okay, let's set up. We're making a mezcalita. Let's get this. Yes, kids, don't put your anodized metal bar stuff in the dishwasher. It strips all the pretty anodized metal stuff off it. Do. Get that shot. That's not very photogenic. Okay, we want mezcal. Need to check all the ingredients, actually. Hey, Pat, how you doing? Now, what am I doing? Trello. Mezcalita. Orange liqueur. Oh, just mezcal. Okay. Mezcal. Okay, we're doing the orange liqueur, in my blood orange liqueur. Lime juice, orange juice, agave, and bitters. I'm going to use tiki bitters. Let's just get everything ready. Two. 45 mils. Wow, that's a lot more than 45 mils. What was I thinking? That's 45 mils. I was just going for a double serve, really? Nothing wrong with that. Actually, that's both of those poured. I can put the stoppers on to avoid any drama, or minimize the chance for drama, rather. Wait, did I change the batteries in this? Maybe, maybe not. Let us see. I turned the battery on. What's it say? No, I think this is the one that ran out the other night, so I'm going to put fresh batteries in. You and your girlfriend good? Oh, yeah, Pat's seeing to his girlfriend. Bet she is. Pat the Pants Man, keeping the ladies happy. All right. Get the batteries. All right. We're going. Sold a CPU on eBay. You sell on eBay. Charlie enjoys buying on eBay. Hey, Justin, how's it going? Just getting organized over here. Over there, it's the same everywhere. Boy cries out for his mama, for he does for his home. I did see you post that on there. Friendly Forties. Bring your his first time. Non-zero chance he'll get stopped at the border and not allowed to enter. Hope he got the right visa. That won't necessarily save him, but Australian entertainers often get the wrong visa when they go to the US. I don't even try. I going way back. Some very big names in Australia have been refused entry to the US because they were there, do interviews for TV or comedy, and they just had like a tourist visa, and someone at Border Control, whatever they fucking call them, said, no entry for you. Sometimes they put them in the cell for a while because they're cunts. All right, ready, steady, spaghetti. We're going to shake our little booties with this one. So I'm going to do that thing where I pretend I'm a professional and chill my... Oh no, I forgot, I'm putting this in a rocks glass. That's okay, I can stay there. Okay. That's ready. Steady, spaghetti. Lime juice. Lime juice that I squeezed. Noisy car. Glad I'm not trying to talk for video. And half an ounce of orange juice. I'm trying to use up some orange juice that I squeezed. That's hardly any. 5 mils of agave. Okay. That's all she said. Ookie doke. Okay. Let's put that there. And that there. And shake our little booties right down to the ground. Okay. And twist of orange peel. Twist in my sobriety. Okay. So cocktail made. Now we do the little bits of the talking. After I move my light back over here, we make the light a bit more subtle. We bounce it off the wall rather than pointing it straight at me. More diffuse light. For to hide my deformities. Harsh light would show my deformities up very much. Oh wait, I think this is on. Fucking lucky I was thinking. We're still on fixed focus from the shot I did for the preacher video. Okay. Is this ready? It looks ready. G'day, cocktail lovers. This is called a Mezcalita, and I chose this cocktail tonight because I wanted to use up some orange juice I'd squeezed, and this has orange juice in it. It's a mezcal margarita with orange juice. I thought that sounded interesting. I'm not always a fan of orange juice in cocktails, but I wanted to give it a go. Also, the default garnish for this was a wedge of lime. Like, lime's too damn expensive to waste on a garnish. It does have fresh lime juice in here. I just did an orange twist, as you can see there. But does it work? Let's give it a taste. It works pretty well. I've really developed a taste for mezcal cocktails. The smokiness, absolutely love it. I'll show you how to make this one. In a shaker, put 1.5 ounces or 45 mils of mezcal, then 3/4 ounce or 22.5 mils of orange liqueur, then 3/4 ounce or 22.5 mils of lime juice, then 1/2 ounce or 15 mils of orange juice, then just a bar spoon, around 5 mils of agave syrup, and I'm doing 1 dash of tiki bitters. The recipe said margarita bitters, which is a thing I don't have, so I used my tiki bitters. There's also a recommendation of putting a pinch of salt or a few drops of Ceylon in there, which I forgot to do. I might go off and do that now because it often brings out the flavors in a really nice way. If you've ever worried about the whole thing of salt and Ceylon, if you just do a couple of drops, it doesn't make the drink salty, but the salt is a flavor enhancer. It can really bring out some of the flavors. So it's worth experimenting with. I might step off camera and experiment with this now. Hope you're taking care of yourself and maybe try a mezcalita. Cheers. In fact, I will put a couple drops of saline in. Okay. And I'll go and sit and chat with you fine folk. That's the only video I'm going to make tonight. I got a script for a book movie video tomorrow night, but that's tomorrow night. All right, let's close that off. Close that off. Get this out of the way. All right. Put the film down there. And here we go. What are you being up to? Playing with tech stuff on Ethernet to get rid of radio noise. Nicer to your neighbors. Still watch KO at 4K. Talking the technical stuff. Okay, I'm going to do one more bit of orange peel. Just because I can. Man, okay. Fucker's a little bit difficult to get a decent peel off. All right. Gonna trim that a little bit. Too much pith. Too many dicks on the dance floor. Transitioning to the winter oranges. Not quite there yet. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to put a cherry in this because I like cherries. There's not a theme for tomorrow night's book movie. It's just a cocktail. I'm actually drawing a blank on which one I chose. I need to check. Let's have a look. That's wrong. Posts. Drafts. Damn it, Jimmy. Good sake cocktail. And actually, it's got a reference to a little in-studio chatter at the end of a track by a band called The Leaf Album. Someone basically goes, damn it, Jimmy, that's a good track. Justin, renewing your US passport. Oh, God, I saw that fucking travesty. Well, we're going to do a special US passport with someone. It's like, oh my God, the fuckery knows no bounds. Apparently, it's only for Washington issued passports. And I'm not sure if it's optional or if you happen to get one, you have to have that. But Jesus Christ, that's a fucking clown show over there. It's absolutely ridiculous. I need keeping Wi-Fi on. What do I have Wi-Fi on for? Am I using Wi-Fi? I suppose I'm using Wi-Fi on my phone. I am. I found a potential fun game for party night tomorrow night when we're doing Angry Bunch. Some sort of thing where it's a movie poster. They've removed the title from it, and you have to guess what the movie is. And I started watching, like, the first 5-10 were absurdly easy, but from what they were saying, it gets more difficult as you go along. But it could be a fun one to play on party night. Trump, sorry, Justin, everything Trump does is fucking insane. It's just like, they're horrible, cruel people who revel in fucking torturing people they regard as the enemy. Sometimes literally with taking off the illegals to torture camps. Non-stop figuratively with the emotional and mental torture of the ridiculous fuckery they do every goddamn day. It's absolutely freaky, quite honestly. Should put less lime juice. I always like less lime juice than the recommended. But then when I go out and get sour cocktails, and they're doubtless putting that amount of lime juice in, I like it fine. So I don't know why I always want less when I'm at home. And I'm usually fine with sour cocktails when I go out. It's a strange and mysterious thing. The universe is weird. Also, I'm going to do a little preemptive apology if I flake out, because I'm kind of fucked. I did my flu vax and COVID booster yesterday, one in each arm. My arms really fucking hurt. Both feel like someone punched them. The injection site was warm. Is it still warm? Not really anymore. It's still very tender though, but it was noticeably warm earlier today. Well, that one does. That one still feels warm. Don't think it's my imagination. But anyway, and I've been feeling tired and vaguely off all day, even though I got proper night's sleep last night. So I think it's just a mild reaction to the vaccines. And so I'm kind of fucked. Charlie was saying Republicans twist a narrative They need a ballroom. Oh, I mean, oh yeah, no, they're just. It's unhinged. Oh, I think it's just corruption. I'm looking extra white. I can change that, Safa. Oh no, wait. That's not what I meant to do. Now I'll look less white. And yes, your by-election, and where the Liberals are preferencing One Nation because they're pieces of shit. Oh, the real fun one, Justin, was the official White House Twitter account posting a picture of Trump with chuckles, captioning it "Two Kings," the exact thing that America was supposed to be a rejection of. It's just, I just desperately hope that, well, I hope the next president is a Democrat, because if it's JD Vance, what a fucking nightmare. But whenever I hope the next Democrat president is as aggressive as Trump and just fucking takes a sledgehammer to all the fuckery that Trump and his bullshit. Oh yeah, I did read that at one point. Charlie, Gina Reinhart bought Pauline Hanson a plane, which is surreal, but anyway. So after reporting One Nation posters for illegal posting, I had a roast. I had a pizza. Nothing flash. Supermarket meat lovers pizza. It's not bad. Like salami and ham and ground beef. It's not bad. Yeah, Justin, you are right. A king telling America about democracy is quite strange. It was, sorry, was it really? Was it a sexy plane that Reinhardt bought Hanson? Jesus. Of course I put extra cheese on it, Safi. You know me. I'm not shy. If it didn't already have it's either ham or bacon on it, I would have put bacon on as well, but it already had that. So I just put a little bit of cheese on top, chuck it in the air fryer. It's you beaut. You think the plane was previously owned by Austin Powers? Oh, behave. So South Africa, the king can't speak in the UK Parliament? Yeah, they have the separation of powers. But he's just a visitor in the US. You getting a rainy Sunday, Safa? We are too, apparently. After 3 weeks of no rain. Something about the plane makes it a sexy plane. Justin, Reinhardt would love if Trump-style politics took hold in Australia. She's such a piece of shit. I'm just looking for the plane. Oh, okay. So this is new. Australia's richest woman donates sexy $1 million plane to Pauline Hanson's One Nation. That's a little plane. Wait, see if I can get an image of it. There's no good images of it. It's a prop plane. I mean, most likely to die in. All the photos of it are so weird. They're not showing, Okay, this is probably the clearest one. It's a small propeller plane. Most likely plane to go down in a crash. I'm 100% sure Hansen can't fly a plane. It's silver and sleek. Yeah, she'll do the Buddy Holly Big Bopper one. It wasn't Frankie Valli, Charlie. It was Richie Valens. Susan Lee flew a plane. Good for her. Yeah, as like people say I'm being mean, but I'm literally just noting. For commercial planes, that one is the type that's most likely to crash. Why have a plane? It's a publicity thing, Justin. They're just trying to get Hansen in the media. It's a stunt, and it's working. So it is just a cynical exercise. I'm just gonna wait. Is there a new Star Trek coming? What's this? Oh, is it? Or isn't it? No, it's clickbait. I fell for clickbait. I hate myself. Nepean. I just remember. Is that on the Nepean River? I do remember that being an expensive place. Do. Oh, goodness. 2.5 ounces. Okay. 4 dashes of patience. I'm looking at recommendations. All right. I am going to make a Sazerac with my new Starward Co-Ferment. Because I did a little taste test the other day. It tasted really good. Where are we? Oh, okay. That is a particularly good batch of my sugar syrup. And the co-ferment is getting in here. Let's just fucking go for it. They say 2.5 ounces. Let's do it. Let's fucking go to town. There. Make life a bit easier. Like Sunday morning. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put a couple of dashes of absinthe in here too. That's enough. Just a hint of absinthe. So, what's that on the floor? It's Tiny Jesus. I have dropped Tiny Jesus on the floor. Where is he? Come here, Tiny Jesus. Tiny Jesus. No, I don't think I did notice your school on Facebook or their Facebook page. 2.5 shots in one drink. No, this is a stay-at-home drink now. Even though it's only 40%, but that's almost enough to put you over the legal limit just on its own. Be very close. Safa, no, I don't like jazz. I probably don't hate good jazz, and good is, of course, subjective. Prefer black jazz to white jazz. All right. Fuck yeah. God damn, that's good. Ooh. Love me a Sazerac. Just a little bite from the absinthe and the Peychaud's bitters. I'm a bit choppy. Okay. Oh, I think Mrs. Angry is watching a stream of something. Charlie, you love funk jazz. I mean, I tend to like good music in any genre. I just think there's a lot of shitty jazz, basically. Where are we with the camera? We're doing full high definition. Might just bring the definition down again. That should compensate. Again, Safa, I am not an expert on what would define cocktail jazz. Like I said, I'm much more likely to be a fan of jazz written and performed by black people than I am white people. That's because I'm racist. Oh, that's so fucking yummy. All right. I left it down at the back of the drinkies after this. Don't want to get carried away. I mean, sometimes I do want to get carried away, but all things in well, I'd be lying through my teeth if I said all things in moderation. Fabulous Baker Boys, which again, genuinely, I don't particularly like the music in the Fabulous Baker Boys. Of course, I'm getting my baguette tomorrow, Safa. I even got a cheeky Woolies midweek sourdough baguette on. Was it just yesterday? Might have been just yesterday. Earlier in the week, anyway. Doesn't equate to the Wood Frog sourdough, but it was actually quite nice. I wanted to have it with some cheese I got. Like if they have exotic cheeses on special in the supermarket, I always get it. So I got a really full-on French blue cheese, a really strong French brie, and truffle-infused goat milk cheese. All three very different, all three very good. Yes, Justin, I did hear you say you put your school thing in there. Oh, that's the guy. Okay. Sorry, I got confused. I thought you were saying something about school, but it's the guy who went to the same school. I am fairly easily confused, to be honest. Yeah. I just basically almost never listen to jazz. What I've been doing recently, I did it once or twice, and so now YouTube recommends watching music videos from people who only have a handful of views, like maybe less than 100 to a few hundred views. Like you click on a couple of those and YouTube keeps serving them up to you. None of them have been fantastic. Some of them have been pretty good, though. You know, some of them very ordinary and unimaginative. But it's quite interesting. So the more YouTube serves me up, you know, these music videos from, I guess, independent people, and I'm just hoping to want to discover someone. Steel guitar movie. Oh, right. That Rory Gallagher one. I mean, I don't hate it. It's very sort of white boy stuff again. Okay, you just found that by accident doing the edit. Nice. It's always fun to discover something that you really like. I don't know if anyone watched that one that I posted. What's it called? It's got a weird name. I know I put it in favorite videos actually. Generation Storm, starring Young Lean, who's apparently it comes across as very English, but apparently he's a Scandinavian rapper, and the main creative person behind the thing is French. Looks like English schoolboys dancing. It's obviously from a bunch of young fellas from some dance school because it's a really complex bit of choreography, but it's really cool visuals. It's well worth watching. Found the Thin Man series of films. You're looking for songs about booze. Well, booze and other substances rife for abuse. Long history in music. I think across all genres of music, like, you know, modern music, there's songs about or inspired by booze. Sometimes celebratory, sometimes sorrowful. The Thin Man series of films about a husband and wife who solve mysteries. Nick and Nora. Yes. One of my favorite style of cocktail glasses is called a Nick and Nora glass. There's a good bar in Melbourne called Nick and Nora's. So the Thin Man movie is very booze oriented. Again, hard-boiled detectives do like their booze. Safa, who's Nick and Nora? Exactly what Charlie just put in the comments. From a series of movies called the Thin Man movies, a husband and wife who solve mysteries, and they're called Nick and Nora. Why are you asking who that is 5 seconds after having it explained? Not hard-boiled, very light viewing. Oh, okay. It's a thing that's happened through the years. Lots of husband and wife detective teams in TV shows in particular. Right. I'm going to have a non-alcoholic beverage. Oh, the licorice flavor from the absinthe is really sitting on my tongue. Charlie, from what you saw, Nick spent more time talking about different ways to shake your cocktail shaker for different drinks. Nice. Okay, now you're making me want to watch them. Ooh. Last can in this box. Lucky I've got a backup box. But now I'm down to my backup, so I need another backup. Now, if I see it on sale in the supermarket, I'll get another one. Yes, Arthur, it was a strong one, though, a Sazerac. 2.5 standard drinks. What does the breathalyzer say? Doing a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time out for serious fun. .09. All right. Yeah. Red flashing light. Don't drive. Probably taking into account the clarified cocktail I had as well. Using a clip from the movie, you thought safe for another one. Okay, nice. That sounds like an abomination that I'd probably like, Safa. Pizza and chicken combined. Yes, as Pat would say, Safa, drunk. The breathalyzer is saying don't drive a car. I'll believe it. Now, Pat was actually here earlier, boasting about how he satisfies his girlfriend, the pants man. Pat saying, girlfriend happy, getting exactly what she needs, if you know what I mean. My dick. Well, he didn't say any of that, but it was implied. It was absolutely implied that Pat's girlfriend's getting the good dick. He's going to be so mad at me. That I don't need to satisfy your girlfriend. Pay other people to. Safa, is Furiosa good? Okay, that's a bunch of letters that don't mean anything. But are you talking about getting a 4K disc of Furiosa for $5? That's good value. I'm literally not sure what you're asking because you put a bunch of letters there that don't mean anything. Oh, fuck no. Why the fuck would you rent it? Sorry, I fucking hate this thing. Stream it for $5. Jesus. I mean, look, maybe if you got nothing else to watch, be watching stuff on streaming. Just finished the Game of Thrones spin-off, A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. Well, I've got it on disc, Safa, so I wouldn't do it. Which, of course, I paid more than $5 for. But I don't know, just the fucking streaming people who fuck you over. Oh, Furiosa is... I probably need to rewatch it, but it pales into insignificance compared to Fury Road. I mean, it had some good stuff in it, but this weird character who's like Temu Max is fucking ridiculous. Like, that was the weakest point of the whole movie. This character that, you know, I don't know, Furiosa is looking up to is an obvious proxy for Max. And he's just like dollar shop Max. And the guy's line delivery is terrible. I don't know. It just really just like, fuck no. I have repeatedly thought about rewatching Furiosa to give it another chance. I just haven't got around to it. I haven't rewatched Fury Road for a little while. I fucking love that movie to death. We even watched the black and chrome version, which is incredible how good that is, because the color in Fury Road is incredible. But the high contrast black and white version is really good. Again, my favorite thing about the Furiosa movie is they essentially made the Mad Max open world computer game canon, because there are characters in Furiosa that are in the Mad Max game. And so they follow in sequence: Furiosa to the Mad Max game to Fury Road. Where'd you get, Heine? Secondhand. Okay, that's a UHD disc player. See, I don't know what that is. Hoping the eBay seller didn't rip you off. Yes, I imagine you are hoping that. Yeah, the Mad Max open world game is not bad. I got a humble bundle, I think, so I paid a very small amount for it. Or I might have got it even on Steam for $5 or something. I don't know. It's a comparatively simple game. Like, it doesn't have the depth of something like Red Dead Redemption 2, but it was enjoyable being in the Mad Max world and dealing with crazy scavengers and building cars and fucking... Yeah, it was very short. There was not a lot to the Mad Max game, Charlie. But it was, like I said, I'm pretty sure I paid $5 for it. I spent longer playing Plants vs. Zombies. I think I love Plants vs. Zombies, actually. But yeah, it's kind of like, the first Star Wars first-person shooter, Dark Forces. At the time, I fucking loved it because it's like, oh god, I'm in Star Wars world shooting stormtroopers. This is fucking awesome. And it wasn't necessarily a fantastic game. And the Mad Max game's not a fantastic game, but it's fun being in the Mad Max world, tooling around in your car and dealing death to scavengers. Kind of fun. Like I said, I don't want to, be too harsh on Furiosa until I watch it again. But my initial thought is, movie would be way better if it didn't have Temu Max in it. You needed to do the movie without this guy who just fucking sucked. I've got the stupid joke I can't resist making all the time. Charlie's, why did you like that game so much? Oh, just cause. Don't think I played it. Yeah, like what I do with Red Dead. Also, I like the Far Cry games. The Far Cry games can be a lot of fun. Just tool around, do stuff. The one with the fucking evangelical cult in the South, that was fun. I think that's Far Cry 5. That was friggin' wild. I really like that. It's like Red Dead, but the Rambo version. Okay. Fuck around and do nothing. Go. Yeah, when they're just fun to explore. Like, there's still stuff I could find in Red Dead that I haven't found up to this point because they just put so much into the game. It's absolutely wild. So yeah, now we're all waiting for Grand Theft Auto 6. Is it going to live up to the hype? It's probably going to be stupid expensive, and the fucking PlayStation 5s are still stupid expensive. Let me look it up. How much does PlayStation 5 cost at the moment? PlayStation PlayStation 5. What do they cost? $800 at Woolies, $1,000. $1,000. So, Jesus. Okay, so there's a default. There's one that's $1,000, and one that's just under 800. One that's over 800. What's JB sell them for? Pro, $1,400. Fuck me sideways. Slim digital, $919. Slim, $999. It is a fucking farce that they're still that expensive. Fuck me sideways. Oh well. Maybe I'll wait till Black Friday, see if they're cheaper. I did change it to 720. Well, if we told you Mrs. Angry's streaming a work thing, probably only for like another 5 or 10 minutes, and might stop stuttering after that. But fuck me, the PlayStation 5 is still stupid expensive. There's no way I'm paying that for it, so I'm probably not going to get one. Also, because I just haven't been fucking gaming for, I don't know, the last couple of years. I got stuff on my PC that I haven't played. Speaking of Far Cry, I think it's Far Cry 6. I just played about the first quarter of. And it was good, aimless, blow shit up and shoot people stuff. The bad guy, voiced by Giancarlo Esposito, he's so cool. So I assume you get to kill him at the end. Although not necessarily, because friggin' Far Cry 5 with the evangelical cult, Jesus, that had a dark ending. So who knows with the Far Cry games. And yes, Justin, I agree. Everything's stupid expensive. It really is. I keep wondering when I hear noises, has possum got back in the roof? No, I think it's just because it was garbage collection this morning. I think it was just someone bringing their wheelie bin in. But it sounds more than a bit like the noise I used to get with possums in the roof. Possums are all gone, by the way, which is nice. The possum escape door worked. Someone fixed all the bits of roof that were broken, so no more possums can get in, but gave them an escape door so they could get out. Because I really didn't like the idea of the possums being trapped in the roof and starving to death. That would have been fucked up. So I was very happy when the guy who did the roof put in a possum escape door. And where he placed it, I was like, is that going to work? But it worked because no more possums in the roof or the wall. So you beaut. So we just got to settle for, it's mainly bird life I get here. We have the same mundane birds from time to time with the occasional more interesting visitor. Like there was a butcher bird in the backyard today. I like them. They're like little kookaburras. They really look like kookaburras or kingfishers. And they have a little hook on the end of their beak because they're vicious fucking predators. I used to think they were called butcher birds because they were murderous little fucks, because they are. They kill lizards and other birds and whatnot. But turns out, I looked it up, why they're called butcher birds. They save their meat, like the things they kill, like around the nest. They'll put like sticks in the ground, and they'll hang the meat off these sticks, like butchers hang meat in the windows of the butcher shop. I'm sure they're just saving it for later, but it also has a bit of a fuck you vibe. Like, yeah, I kill and eat things. Fuck with me and I'll kill you. Justin, cheaper to buy a house, pay mortgage, and pay rent. I mean, I get where you're coming from with that. Just got to save a deposit. Like I said, Mrs. Angry has an apartment she was living in before we got together, so we'll retire to her apartment when we stop working, 5 or 10 years from now. Yeah. Yes, even with interest rate rises, the average mortgage is better. The rent has just got so fucked. Like, the Gold Coast is apparently competing for the most expensive real estate in Australia. It was Canberra for a while, but apparently the Gold Coast is just stupid expensive. People want to live in the sun, I guess. In Bougainville. Oh, nice! You got a deposit, Justin. Good for you, mate. Nicely done, that man. You know what? Okay, I'm just going to look up rental properties in Caulfield. Let's just say Caulfield. 2-bedroom apartment for 750,000. That's in Spencer Street. 560 to 610,000 for a 1-bedroom unit in Spencer Street. 600,000 for a 2-bedroom in Little Lonsdale Street. Well, that's what they were charging for that fucking apartment building in Dubbo. I'd rather pay for it in Melbourne, for fuck's sake. Okay, I want to rent. Let's just say Caulfield. Filters. Bedrooms. Let's just say 3 bedrooms. What comes up? Okay, so yeah, that's an apartment. Fuck that. That is slightly cheaper than my house, which is 5 bedrooms. Oh, okay. That's Jesus. That's fucking more expensive than my place. 1,350 for a 5-bedroom place. A divided house, 750 per week. Yeah, that would be cheaper than where I am, but I don't really want to live in half a house. There we go, 875. No, that's a fucking apartment again. Damn, St Kilda Road, $1,100 a week. Townhouse. That is 3 bedrooms, much more expensive than my place. Yeah. Oof, 1,500 per week for a 4-bedroom. That is so much more expensive than the place I'm living in. 1,000 a week for a 3-bedroom. That's more expensive than my 5-bedroom place. Holy shit! The Esplanade St Kilda, overlooking the bay, $5,700 a week. 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 4-car. Holy fucking shit! 5,007. That's more than I pay a month. Jesus. 1,150 per week for a 4-bedroom place. Damn, it's like Crimea Street. 1,100 per week for, again, 3-bedroom place that's more expensive than my 5-bedroom place. It's fucking madness. $1,500 a week for a 4-bedroom place. Fuck me sideways. It's crazy. yourself the budget will be better. I think I'll fucking believe that when I see it. Oh, Christ, Justin Brighton would be insane. I'll do it, though. Let's look at... All right, I should have been sharing rent in Brighton. And I'll do the same thing, 3 bedrooms and up. Where are we? 3 bedrooms. Search. I'll actually share these results. This will be absolutely unhinged. Okay. Let's have a little looky at Brighton stuff. 3 bedroom, 2,000 per week. Fuck me. That is basically twice as expensive as where I am for a 4 bedroom place. Fuck me. 1,150 per week for a 3 bedroom place that's more expensive than where I am. 2,000 for a 3 bedroom place. Fucking hell. Again, that's more than twice what I'm paying. Fuck. 1,800 for a 3 bedroom. Ooh, here we go. 3,800 for a 5 bedroom. That's basically fucking 4 times more than I'm paying. Jesus. An apartment for $1,000 a week, 3 bedroom. Three bedroom. That looks like a house. It's about the same as I'm paying, but for 5 bedrooms. It's only got 1 bathroom. Got 2.5 bathrooms here. 1,100 per week for 3 bedrooms. 2,000 per week for 3 bedrooms. Looks like an apartment as well. Ooh, 800. A mere $800 a week for a 3 bedroom apartment. This looks like it's in a complex. Looks like a shitty 70s building. $850 for a townhouse. $1,700 a week for a 4 bedroom place. $250 for a place with a pool. Oof. An apartment, 4 bedroom apartment for $2,750 per week. Fucking hell. Jesus. $2,200 for an apartment that's 3 bedrooms. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's more than double what I'm paying for a 5 bedroom place. Jesus Christ. $2,000 for 3 bedrooms. $1,500 per week for a 4 bedroom place. Oof. Wow, $2,100 per week for 4 bedrooms. Okay, this is just terrifying, honestly. Hello, Kirsty. How are you doing? What's happening in your world? We're just looking at how ridiculously expensive real estate is, and it's doing my head in. I feel like I need to wash it away with some more booze. I think I need to really road test my new Starwoods and make an old-fashioned with my small batch high-proof whiskey. Yeah, it's a question on everyone's mind, Kirsty. Have you had your surgery yet, or are they still fucking you around? Okay, let's go over here. Ooh, okay, I'm a little bit woozy. I haven't had that much to drink. I am blaming it on the friggin' vaccines. Honestly, I might have to stop early. I'm just too tired, too woozy. I need to get some rest in. Party night tomorrow night. But we'll see. I'm gonna fucking persevere. Let's make an old fashioned. Easy like Sunday morning. Wanna get high, so high. Start with small batch with the special yeast. Jesus Christ, that was a fucking palaver. Okay. And we'll just do some aromatic bitters. Well, God. I'm just standing up. I feel like I need a pee break, honestly. Well, let's sit down. You all right? Got new surgery date? Okay. Next Friday, the 8th of May. Okay. Justin, you reckon it's expats or former expats returning? Maybe. Okay, I literally do have to have a pee break. Okay, this will just take a minute. Oh, good Lord. Caught by surprise. Didn't think I'd need a pee break, but I needed one. Oh. Okay. We'll see how long I last. Chill my old fashioned. Ah, deep sigh. Justin, that's from experience. Oh, you lived in Brighton. Okay. Oh. That's a fucking serious whiskey, I tell you what. I think I maybe want it as a support role. Like, it's pretty fucking good. But I don't know if I'm just wasting it, or if I should, like, maybe do a split of, say, Nova and that one, and old fashioned. I might try that tomorrow night. Like, use a lighter whiskey and that really strong one as punching it up a bit. Just make it all the strong whiskey. It's nice. Don't get me wrong. Oh, that's serious. Oh, it's got chocolate and cherry. Oh, and it is working well with my spiced apple sugar syrup, which is just friggin' awesome, quite honestly. But we shall see. Actually, I just vaguely want to check something. My Australia Post app. Postman. They're still saying your delivery is probably going to get to you on Monday or Tuesday, Charlie. I haven't changed that since the beginning. C'est la vie, I guess. What's this? Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just checking messages in there. Kirsty, housing trust unit. Nice. Controlled rent. That's what we like to see. As I've mentioned several times, I'm about due for a lease renewal on this place. God, there's always a non-zero chance the landlord says they don't want another lease. They want you to move out. And that would fucking suck balls. I would hate that so much. Like the amount of shit we would have to move. God, I'd probably want the fucking rent to cross over for about a month, like be paying rent on 2 places for a month just to give me enough time to fucking move everything. Be a fucking nightmare. What I actually wanted to do is throw out most of what we've got. We actually did a good job of culling stuff a bit, but there's so much more I need to do before moving. So I really hope I don't have to move anytime soon. That would fucking suck so much. Ugh. God, I'm so bad with talking about the flavors in the spirits. Like that definitely is like something, and I don't know what. Kirsty, Justin's talking about Brighton in Melbourne. So I was just looking at rental prices there, which are cray-cray. Just absolutely wild, old Brighton. Guts to have so much money to live there. But, you know, as just gonna say, as I've yet again failed to win lotto, which is directly tied to me not buying a lotto ticket, but you know, I've always been philosophical. I do like if you know the lotto prize is some stupid high amount, often for fun, just get an auto pick ticket. Don't spend too much on it because it's like, oh, okay. The difference between not buying a lotto ticket and buying one is you're raising the odds of you winning from 0 to just marginally above 0. Like it's so many millions to 1 against. Like technically, there is a chance you will win it, but mathematically, it's not much above 0. It's above 0. It just isn't much above 0. So, but of course, the thing that keeps people coming back is someone wins it. It's like, well, I keep saying you're not going to win lotto and just throwing money away, but someone just won it. Oh, it could have been me. It's not going to be. But like I said, I still do it occasionally. Oh, like there was some guy at work would say, oh, look, like when it was 100 million, so like we should get like a joint ticket. And I was like, oh, fuck you, man. Now I've got to put money into this because the idea of people I work with doing a pool for a major lotto thing and me not going into it and then them winning would drive me up the fucking wall. And of course, we never won, obviously, because I'm still here. I'm still working. But I guess it's FOMO, fear of missing out. But it was just like so direct, just like, oh no. The idea that people at work did a pool and I was offered the opportunity and I said no. And then they won and I didn't. I was like, oof, that would be tough to deal with. Be traumatized for the rest of my fucking life. Uh, yes, I'd rather miss out completely and just know I'm missing out completely than have passed up on an opportunity to win. It's just like, I don't think I could stand that. Yes, I think Brighton might be the most expensive suburb in Melbourne. I am not an expert on Melbourne real estate, but somewhere between Brighton and beachfront St Kilda is going to be the most expensive real estate in Melbourne. Like in some of the rich suburbs, you get rich fuckers buying up entire blocks of the suburb because I think like they don't want any neighbors. And some of them, they're fucking estates. Like Brighton and St Kilda are expensive because they're waterfront, but there's a lot of expensive suburbs. There's the what used to be the Liberals' blue ribbon across Melbourne, and we've lost a lot of that to independents and even to Labor in recent years. But just like in suburbs, some places have fucking estates. Like the block of land there on is so big. Justin, you reckon Turak's the most expensive? Yeah, well, that's in that blue ribbon stretch. Let's have a look. Most expensive real estate in Melbourne. What do we get here? The single most expensive property was in Toorak. And again, this is one of these fucking estates. 130 to 150 million. Like, okay, it seems like you were right, Justin, all the most expensive individual estates are in Toorak. Justin, that sounds right. Zuckerberg bought every house. But rich people in Australia do it. They buy all the houses on a fucking block just so they don't have any fucking neighbors. But it seems like, yeah, all the biggest things but it's like in Brighton and St Kilda in that area, it's expensive because it's waterfront. The ones in Toorak and the other suburbs along that strip are expensive because they're massive fucking blocks of land. Like they're fucking estates. They're behind walls and shit. Oh, Toby, watching from Facebook. How are you going? So, fascinating thing around my area, and this goes from like Caulfield to Brighton, places that have basketball courts or tennis courts. So there's a house. It's not every, but there's a lot of them, like a weird number of them, houses that have basketball courts or tennis courts or areas that can double as a basketball court or a tennis court. So it's an area that you could build another fucking house on, which is just like worth millions of dollars, but they've just got a basketball court or a fucking tennis court on it. Safa, I don't read any news about Carl Sandilands, so I have no fucking idea what he's doing. Justin, in some cases, when they buy a whole block, they demolish the other houses. In some cases, it's for family, but in a lot of cases, it's just because they don't want any fucking neighbors. To be like the show. This is one of the quite old ones. Fuck knows how many years I've had this, but I've had it for a while. But like a cocktail party, it's like a martini style thing and an old fashioned style thing. And I'm having a cocktail party. Why the fuck not? Mm. Yeah, I think maybe tomorrow night I'm going to try an old fashioned, maybe a Manhattan, but a split of that special high proof whiskey with a more regular one. That's where my brain is. Honey, you want 5 acres in suburban Melbourne? That's pretty big. So what's the old school suburban house is like a 1/4 acre, if I remember rightly. So 1 acre is going to be 4 houses. So 5 acres would be 20. Seriously, I've seen stories, rich fuckers actually buying about that much land in the most expensive areas of Melbourne and just having fucking estates on it. Yeah, the 1/4 acre. That's what I thought, Heine. Yeah. But some of these rich fuckers do that. So be 20 houses, they definitely do that because they buy up whole blocks. It's wild. Actually, I should look up this most expensive one. The Kunak Estate. See if I can get some pictures of the Kunak Estate. Okay, this is fucking wild. Let's look at some of these fucking pictures. I'll share them. Let's fucking go. All right. Just look at this shit. Oh, well, that didn't... So it's a crazy big house and it's on so much land. This might be Paul Little's Kunak, 150 million, most expensive house sold in Australia. Look at it. It's a fucking mansion. It's a huge bit of land. All those trees all around. It's got a swimming pool. Ooh, that's an aerial view of it. Look at it. See, it's got that's a tennis court or something there. How big is this image? Okay, I'm gonna remove. Let's look. This is an aerial view of this thing that sold for like 150 million fucking dollars, which should be against the law, quite honestly. But let's fucking look at this. This is like a drone photo or something. So it's this massive house, massive tennis court, regular sized pool. Like, I don't know what this is here. It's like some... Oh, man. Like, how many bedrooms is it? How many bedrooms? Okay. Italianate Mansion, Glendon Road, Toorak. 130 square estate. Advertised as having 7 bedrooms. 5 bedrooms upstairs with servants' quarters, but the mansion has 20 rooms or more. It's a 1 hectare plot. Jesus Christ. Some people just have too much fucking money. That's what it comes down to. The dusting, yeah. They have servants. Like, the place literally has servants' quarters. Well, Safi, you're saying it looks English. They're calling it an Italianate mansion. But the building literally has fucking servants' quarters. So, yeah, mowing every day. You definitely want ground staff. You want building staff and ground staff. If you have the money to throw away $150 fucking million on a house, you want the money to employ staff. Considering, again, the building has staff accommodation. My God, that's some wild fucking shit. So, Heine, 1 acre is 4 hectares. So this place is about 2.5 acres from the descriptions. So not quite as big as you were saying, but it sounds like it's about 2.5 acres. Fucking huge. For the fact that it's in Toorak, which is an inner suburb, that is a fucking massive amount of land. Yeah, oh yeah, it's old money, Safa. It's like, God damn. But even like, because I kind of drive through that area sometimes, and even like less over the top than that, but you kind of see behind big fences really huge mansions, and it's just like, fuck me, how much does that cost? Like, yeah, not $150 million, but in the tens of millions of dollars. It's just like, what the fuck? Oh, Safa, excellent question. I have no idea where Gina Reinhardt lives. What can the internet to us? Gina Reinhardt home. A sprawling multi-block riverfront mansion in the affluent Perth suburb of Dalkeith. One of Dalkeith's. Okay, so her dad, Lang Hancock, owned that. Yeah, okay, so she owns a big fucking house. Let's see if we can get some pictures of it. Oh, okay. Look, okay. If I do an image search, you just see all these different fucking properties she owns. She can't live in all of them. Fucking. Look at the captions on them. Brisbane waterfront, Sunshine Beach, Perth. Oh wait, this might be her Perth home. Okay, let's look at this story. Well, stop that. Perth's Millionaire Row. Let's have a look at this. Fuck off with your pop-ups. God damn it. So that's okay. That's Gina Reinhardt's Dalkeith mansion that her father owned. It's another picture of her estate. Oh, Kerry Stokes with his much younger wife. Ugh. Kerry Stokes' property is hidden in trees. That's the view from Kerry Stokes' place. Okay, so kind of sounds like this is Gina Reinhardt's primary residence. Again, it looks like a stupidly large building. Anyway. Yes, Safa, the more trees you have, the richer you are. Safa, well, where the fuck are people moving from Sydney? Yeah, Sydney is more expensive than Melbourne, but apparently fucking Gold Coast is even more expensive. All right. Oh, okay. Jazzy sharing his old family home. I'm not going to say tacky, but ooh, design choices that I'm not completely on board with. Damn. Wow. About $5 million last time it was sold, 2020. Are there other pictures? Oh, that's the interior. White and clean surfaces. Big bedroom, big bathroom. Oh, that's a lot of greenery in the backyard. A little water feature. I'm not hating that. Wow, that's the floor plan. It's pretty fucking full on. Okay. Damn. 2020 it sold for 5 million. Now it'll probably sell for fucking 10 million. I don't know. Real estate prices are just fucking off the charts, honestly. It's fucking wild. Actually, Justin, did the backyard look like that when you lived there? Or is that a more recent renovation? Oh, Charlie, you're going to go for rich parents' houses? We're sharing whatever you want to share at the moment, mate. If you want to share, I'm okay with that. So you were 25 when you moved out? But yeah, I am interested if the backyard looked like that when you were there, or if that's a more recent renovation. But damn, I don't have any rich parent house to show because I'm white trash. I could probably the house I grew up in that my mum sold. It was very green. I actually quite like the backyard. Fall into my house. Gonna see if Google's Street View. That's not right. No, Bubbo, what the fuck? Why are you fuckers not showing? That isn't. Okay, I'm super confused. They are showing a street that is definitely not my street. Oh, wait, maybe. Oh, is there just fucking greenery growing over it? Yeah, okay, there was just. Okay. Oh, God, it looks like shit. This is the house I grew up in. Let me show it. So that's the house I grew up in. Wait, is that someone standing there? No. God, that looks like shit. That was the lounge room. So I went out to the actual street. Why I was confused is you can't see any that all this screen greenery there didn't exist when I lived there. It was just a fence. I used to climb this tree. Actually, and my grandparents lived across the street. My grandparents lived here. God, now I want to check out. There was a corner shop just here. Okay, still a corner shop. Okay, this used to be a Catholic church. Now it's a fucking apartment building. That's the church where I was an altar boy. So there's still a corner shop here. This is a highway leading out of town. Okay, oof. They knocked down the Catholic church and built apartments. My God. No, Justin Weed, you're not a Liberal voter. You lived in all those expensive places. All right. What did you share on Discord? Jolly. Talk about tacky. Canterbury Street, Sorrento. Okay, Sorrento is pretty fucking... Let's go. What's in Sorrento? All right. Is it like a lap pool? Everything's like white and... Ooh. God, that's kind of... The front view is kind of brutalist architecture. Big fucking parking under the house. Damn. Yeah, all these straight lines and clean surfaces. 90-degree angles everywhere. Yeah, grey and white. Look at that. Ooh, bathroom with a view. That's interesting. Top view. The pool's actually pretty fucking big. Ooh, home cinema. Nice. Again, the kitchen looking out to the pool. Bedroom with a view to the pool. And that's the top view. Pretty fucking big house. This front view, that's fucking brutalist though. Just featureless square things. The interior is much more forgiving than that front view. You hated it. That car was Yoko Ono's Porsche. Oh my God. Neurospicy lefties unite. All right. Honey, buy tickets, Gold Coast house ticket drawers. Fun to imagine being there. Sell and hope you don't get ripped off. Yeah, I just don't want to live up there. I know the things you're talking about. Okay, so the cinema room only existed after you were there when your dad cheated on his wife. Oh my God. Is May Day tomorrow? Oh, that's why I had the thumbnail for this with it's gonna be May. Also, the fact that the year is a quarter over seems like bullshit. Just saying. I want to speak to the manager of time and why is it going so fast? Wife took him for half the house, as she fucking should. Well, it's about to get cold, Safa. It's raining this weekend. 3 weeks of weirdly warm weather and no rain. And what are we getting in the next couple of days? Tomorrow, 27, no rain. Saturday, 25, maybe a bit of rain later in the day. Sunday, 22, up to 10 millimeters. Monday, 20, up to 6 millimeters. Tuesday, 19, up to 3 millimeters. Wednesday, 19. Thursday, 16. Ooh, that's a little bite of the bad times. Overnight minimum of 9, maximum of 16. That's oof. That's a taste of the bad times to come. Okay, tomorrow, sunny light winds. Still a high fire danger. That's interesting. 95% chance of no rain, though. Saturday. Possible late shower. Now, Sunday, first Sunday of the month, we want to go to the market. Cloudy, high chance of showers in the morning and afternoon. Boo, I don't want to get rained on when I'm at the market. Boo. Charlie, it's good that you learned not to cheat, honestly. Justin, most people get heavily, not everyone, but most people do get influenced by family members. So if that guy had very Liberal Party family, not that surprising that he took it on. And Charlie also taught you to vote Labour. The Libs are assholes, as if they're in France, drive around in Yoko Ono's car. No, fuck no, Safa. There was nothing as trendy as markets when I was in Dubbo. Maybe Dubbo has, you know what? I'll look it up. Does Dubbo have a market now? There was nothing that trendy when I was in Dubbo. Primary market in Dubbo, farmers market, first and third Sunday of every month in Victoria Park. So there you go. This Sunday, farmers market in Dubbo. There was nothing that fucking trendy when I lived there. So, oh, they've got a website, Dubbo Farmers Market. First, oh no, it's Saturday, not Sunday. What do they have? Seasonal fresh produce, fruit, veggies, herbs, plants, bread, meats, eggs, etc. In the main park, Victoria Park. Huh. So there you go. There was nothing as trendy as markets when I was there. Is Dubbo gentrified? Well, they're selling apartments for $1.8 fucking million. The Porsche came with a buyer's history. I love that sim. Was it cheaper because Yoko Ono owned it? Did he go around listening to Yoko because he wanted people to know it was a Yoko thing? Just when you lived in Brighton, raised to vote Labour. Oh, fuck yeah, definitely. Vested interest and all that sort of shite. God, the closest thing we had to a market when I was a kid in Dubbo was the annual show. It's sad how much of a high point of the year that was. A little while after the Royal Easter Show in Sydney, I would tour country areas. It's like, it's kind of fucking sad how much I looked forward to that as a kid and a teenager. It's like, oh, damn. It's just fucking bleak as far as I'm concerned. There was nothing interesting when I was at Dubbo, quite honestly. I can't think of a fucking thing. Like, it's extremely different. Like the town, because I've been gone for 40 years. you forget I'm fucking old. I left that place 40 years ago and have barely been back. So it bears no fucking relationship to what I grew up in. Hell yes, I went yabbying. We had friends or family who owned farms, and they had dams. Okay, so for anyone who doesn't know, yabbying, at least the way we did it, the dam would have yabbies, which is a, I don't know, freshwater crustacean, relative of lobsters, really big prawns. Some of them would get quite big. Anyway, the way you would catch them, because they were meat eaters, you would just get a bit of meat, tie it to some string, and throw it into the dam and pull it back really slowly. And you'd kind of feel when a yabby had a hold of it. And so you'd pull it really slowly so the yabby wouldn't get spooked and let go. And you couldn't let the yabby break the surface, because if it broke the surface, it'd let go and scoot away. So you pull it, and it's like this really murky dam. You pull it till you could just see the yabby under the water, and then you'd have like a big net, and you go and fucking scoop the yabby out of the water. Charlie, you go yabbying and then go to the server, play arcade games. There were various arcade games in Dubbo, definitely. And yes, I did travel on the Orange Intercity XPT a few times, Safa. We had cinema. There was an old shitty cinema that actually my grandfather was a projectionist in. That eventually got knocked down. And then the local RSL club actually built a better quality cinema on their premises. Actually, I'm sure there's more now. If I look that up as well, Dubbo Cinema. Yeah, they've got a chain one, the Reddings. There's a multiplex. Oh, in Riverdale. Okay. That's the original shopping mall in Dubbo. The first shopping mall we had, which was really only about 20 shops, was called Riverdale, and it kind of died. So I think this cinema probably took over half a dozen shops to that. The second shopping mall was called Dubbo Square, and the Coles in that was basically as big as all of Riverdale. And that was the thing for a while. And then in East Dubbo, they opened Arana Mall, and the feature there was a big W, which is about as big as all of Dubbo Square. So, and there's probably another one now, for all I fucking know. But yeah, there is a multiplex in Dubbo now, which did not exist when I was there. So, Safa, your hometown built a new cinema. You need a cinema. Cinemas are good. What was the fucking old one called? God, it was shitty. But it also had upstairs, like it was a real old school cinema. I think it was called Century or something. And I saw quite a few movies in there. God, it was a fucking shit box, though. It was terrible. But I'm sure the current multiplex is at least vaguely reasonable. Because it's always been with Dubbo, it's not just the size of Dubbo, but there's nothing for 100 plus kilometers in any direction. So all the little towns and farms, like everyone who lived like for 100 kilometers now would come to Dubbo for shopping and entertainment. So the population of Dubbo is like, I don't know. Actually, what is the Dubbo population now? Okay, 55,000. Like seriously, when I was a kid, it was like 12,000. It might have grown to like 20,000 by the time I left. But yeah, now it's 55,000. But also the surrounding towns and stuff, Like I said, there's nothing for 100 kilometers. That's another 100,000 people that come to Dubbo for their shopping and entertainment. Charlie, Thursday night movie. What should you watch? Excellent question. You always get ideas from the Criterion Closet movies. Today's Criterion Closet video on YouTube was Oscar Isaac, and he just kept going. It's fucking incredible. He just kept taking discs. Like he took like 3 times what the average person did, and I fucking loved it. I did see you had an old Bogart movie. That seems like a good one. Bob Odenkirk was good too. Although, look, honestly, okay, because he was another one who mentioned Salo, but he also said One and Done, which I agree with. That I did finally watch it, and I was like, this is actually boring. I don't know why anyone likes this or thinks it's great cinema. I think it's fucking boring and not worth watching because it's ugly and nasty, and there's no reward for fucking sitting through the ugly and nasty shit. Stuff. That does fit with the rhythm of the song. Who made Bob Odenkirk a star? That was Steve Guttenberg. Bob Odenkirk deserves to be a star. He's a fucking legend. But yeah, the Oscar Isaac Criterion Closet video is funny because he just keeps saying, like, I make a point of not looking at the runtime of those videos, so I don't know how long they're going to keep going. And Oscar Isaac just kept going and saying this one and this, and his bag was so full at the end. It was awesome. Because who's got to tell Oscar Isaac to start? Honestly, he's looking fucking all zaddy and whatnot in his jeans and black t-shirt. Yeah, actually, he did start with David Cross. That's true, Charlie. But yeah, playing Saul Goodman in Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. That gave him chops as a dramatic actor or light dramatic actor. He's got a new action film coming out that I watched the trailer for on YouTube that looks interesting. It's called Normal. It looks kind of related to his Nobody films. And I don't mind the Nobody films. I think they're quite enjoyable silliness. Gave him heat. Right, speaking of movies coming out, what movie are you looking forward to, Charlie? New Jake Gyllenhaal movie. What's it called? Not sure if I know of a new Jake Gyllenhaal movie. I watch a lot of trailers on YouTube. I quite enjoy watching movie and TV show trailers. But I'm not sure I've seen a new Jake Gyllenhaal one. I like Jake Gyllenhaal. His Roadhouse movie for Prime wasn't fantastic. In the Grey. Okay, that does sound familiar. I feel like I've seen something about it. But yeah, I'm trying to think. What's the next movie that I was interested in? Because like I said, I watched so many fucking trailers. I'm like, oh, looks interesting. The next one that's probably going to tempt me to go to the cinema is Dune 3 at the end of the year. Oh, there's a really fun thing, and I quite enjoy watching them. People doing recut trailers for films in the style of the Dune 3 teaser trailer, which is pretty intense. And the chant that's in the Dune 3 thing is good. They do it for like all the Star Wars movies, all the Batman movies, Mission Impossible. It's just kind of fun. People do, trailer for this in the style of Dune 3. And I have been enjoying watching those. Safi, VPN had an outage. Well, harder to access porn without your VPN. Right, it's almost bedtime, so I am going to eat the cherries. Tomorrow, I'm going to go to the local bottle shop. The last time I went there, they were selling cherry soup. Because my online choice for cherries, Nick's Wine Bar, their most recent one, they said, look, we have all the variations of chartreuse. I was like, cool. And I think at good prices. But they had put up the price of the Luxardo cherries from 20 to 25. Almost everyone sells them for $25 or more, but Nick's had been selling them for $20. That's like a 25% jump, which is pretty full on. Was it 2 cocktails tonight, Safa? I think it was. The Sazerac and the Old Fashioned. But this local bottle shop was A, stocking chartreuse, B, selling the cherries for $20. So I'm going to go see them tomorrow. If they're still open, because I was trying to find them on Google Maps today and they weren't there. So I don't know. Have they closed? I don't know. For you, Safa, I'll do another breathalyzer. I'm going to see if they're there. And if they're not, or if their prices have gone up, I'll probably get the stuff online. Okay. .11. Yeah, warning, red light, loud beeps, don't drive a car. So more than twice the legal limit. That was 2 strong cocktails, honestly. Safa, the Iran war has put up the price of my cherries. Curse you, Donald Trump. Yes, that's the only reason I curse Donald Trump, because my cherries are more expensive. I don't care about anything else he's done. Anyway, 'tis bedtime. I did not know if I'd survive the 2 hours or not. Like I said, I was feeling weird and sleepy and fucked up from my vaccines. But I made it. I'm hoping I get a good night's sleep tonight and I'm normal tomorrow so I can face up to freaking party night. I swear to God, if I feel as shit tomorrow as I felt today, I'm going to have a nap. I didn't have a nap today. I have fucking meetings all day. And I don't have them tomorrow. So if I feel as fucking tired tomorrow as I did today, I'm gonna have a nap. And you should get a flu vaccine because apparently there's a really fucking nasty flu strain. And I'm old and can't afford to get really sick. Oh God, my arms are so fucking sore. Like seriously, it feels like some big fucker punched me really hard in both arms because I got like flu in this arm and COVID in this arm. And there's no bruise there. There's no bruise at all. Feels like there should be a bruise because it feels like some fucker punched me really hard. I'll soldier on, I guess. That's just like my body doing its work, doing antibodies for the nasty viruses that I don't want to get. No, you can't get them both on the same arm. They won't do that. I have asked them in the past to do it in the same arm, so only one arm was fucked up. And they were like, no, it's not a good idea. We'll do them in different arms. And I was like, okay, whatever. Fuck up both my arms. What do I care? So you all take care. I'm going sleepy bobos now, and we'll see what we can do. Okay, and party night, maybe the quiz of movie posters with the title reveal. Can you guess the movie? Oh, dude, I'm amazed I didn't do really full-on burps. I was letting rip some monstrous burps today. So you have been remarkably burp free compared to how I was all the time. So yeah, see you all another time, but bye for now.
You are totally fucked!